Harkins and Kay Pearson, creating a instructional video on the rock project. First of all, we have a styrofoam board provided by Top of the Rock and the Convention Bureau. We place the tacks that come in bags like this. We place them on the board about a finger width apart, coming all the way across. Then we stagger the next row so that each tack has a window. The next thing that we're going to do when the board is full is drop one good size dollop of glue right in the center of the tack. In the interest of time, I'm going to stop right there. Next are the rocks. We don't have to be picky about these rocks. They just need one flat side. And after you find that flat side, you rough it up on a sanding block or a piece of sandpaper that I will provide for you. Just give it a couple of good whacks and center that rock right on that tack. Finding the flattest part of the rock in the middle of that tack. Now, we want to avoid rock slides, so after you have glued a row across, you can come back and check. Here's a couple of examples of rock slides. This rock is too big, by the way, and it slid right off. This rock it's not too small, but any smaller than that would be too small. You just want to center it in. This rock is a reject because of the chip. It's got a chip right there. So we don't want any with cracks or chips and such as that. The next thing that we do is let that board dry overnight. And then we go to the carding process. So I use one of these piece of old foam board, and I take a rock that's already been glued and I center it directly in the middle of that card. Then I just pick it up like that, put the back on it. It's called a clutch. And again, I just pick up another one. You squeeze the clutch together like that, and it makes that little hole open up. Now about the cards, we have two kinds of cards. We have cards that say Little Rock Convention, or littlerock.com actually, littlerock.com. And then we have cards that say we support the military. We have to be very careful to keep these cards separate from each other. And I'll let you know if you're going to be doing one or the other, and try not to bring you two kinds. Then the next step is to bag. So we just gather up gather up 25, these are already counted out, 25 rocks go in a bag, just like that. Just toss them in there, and then fold that bag just over the seam here. We're going to put a staple, one on each side of that center seam, and then shake the rocks back down into that so that bag of rocks lays nice and flat. Then we're going to put it in this perfect box. Just like that. 4 across if your box is big enough. Stagger so they lay nice and flat. That is exactly how the Convention Bureau likes the rocks. That's all. Have a great rock day.